Today I'm at Great Yarmouth Racecourse, but rather than joining the crowds in the grandstand, we're going behind the scenes to witness a part of race day that many visitors never get to see. Before the excitement, before the roar of the crowd, and before the race itself, there is a quieter story unfolding here on the Norfolk coast. Great Yarmouth is a town with a long and fascinating history. For centuries it was one of England's most important fishing ports, its fortunes built upon the North Sea and the famous herring industry. The town itself grew where the River Yar meets the sea, and it is from that river that Yarmouth takes its name. But alongside fishing, another tradition has survived here for more than 300 years: horse racing. The first recorded racing at Great Yarmouth dates back to 1715, when local innkeepers were granted land on which to stage race meetings. Racing may have taken place even earlier, but over time it became a popular attraction for locals and visitors alike. What began as informal contests gradually evolved into organised race meetings, attracting better horses, larger crowds, and increasing prestige. The original course stood on the South Dennies, closer to the heart of the town. As Great Yarmouth expanded and the fishing industry grew, the racecourse eventually moved to its present North Dennies location in 1920, where it remains to this day. Remarkably, some of the grandstand structures were dismantled and relocated rather than abandoned, preserving a tangible link with the racecourse's earlier years. Standing here beside the six-furlong start, it is easy to imagine the countless horses, jockeys and racegoers who have passed through this historic venue over the centuries. Today, however, our focus is not on the grandstands. Instead, we're watching the preparations. With around 10 minutes until the next race, everything seems surprisingly calm. Nearby, the Sky Sports racing cameraman waits patiently. For now, there is little movement. Like everyone else involved in the race, he is waiting for the signal that the action is about to begin. Horse racing often appears effortless when viewed from the stands, but behind the scenes there is a carefully coordinated operation taking place. Every official has a role, every handler has a responsibility, every movement is timed, and every horse must arrive at the start safely and calmly. As the minutes pass, shapes begin to emerge in the distance. The runners for the next race are making their way towards the starting stalls. From this position, you gain a completely different appreciation of the sport. The horses are no longer distant figures charging towards a finishing post. Here you can see their power, their size and their presence long before the race begins. One by one they approach the start. The jockeys remain focused. The handlers stand ready. The atmosphere begins to change. What was calm only moments ago is gradually replaced by anticipation. Now the stall handlers take center stage. Often unnoticed by spectators, these men and women perform one of the most important jobs on a race day. Their experience and patience help ensure every horse is loaded safely and fairly. Some horses walk straight in, others require a little more encouragement. Each animal has its own personality. Each reacts differently to the noise, the surroundings, and the expectation of the race ahead. Gradually, the stalls begin to fill. One horse, then another, then another. The tension builds with every gate that closes. The conversations become shorter, the movements more deliberate. Everyone knows the next few moments are crucial. Then comes the final check, a glance down the line. The all clear is given, and suddenly everything changes. The stalls burst open. The silence is shattered. The horses explode into action, accelerating with astonishing speed as they charge away from the 6-furlong marker. Within seconds they are gone, racing towards the winning post, racing towards glory. And just as quickly as it began, the start area returns to silence once more. The handlers relax, the cameraman's work is done, and the race continues far beyond our view. For most visitors, race day is about the finish, but standing here today, beside the starting stalls at Great Yarmouth, it becomes clear that every race has another story. A story of preparation, a story of patience, a story of patience, and a story that begins long before the horses ever cross the winning line. From the historic North Denners of Great Yarmouth Racecourse, this has been a rare glimpse behind the scenes of one of Britain's oldest racing traditions.